Hi guys, welcome to the newcomers call. Can you hear me?
Yes, audible.
Okay, I guess I can't hear. Just give me a second. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So, Abhijay, I think he's been contributing for some time now.
Yeah.
Let's begin this call with the introduction of all the newcomers. So, my name is Devopya Bhattacharya. I've been contributing to this community from like 6 months now, and I contribute mostly to the front end, to the websites. I would love to hear from you guys as well. Either of you can start with an
Yeah.
introduction.
So, hi everyone. My name is Abhijay, and I'm currently pursuing my BTech in Computer Science from GGSIP University. And my tech stack includes working with React frameworks and libraries like React.js and Next.js. And I have used Vue also for some time. And I have a good knowledge of CSS frameworks and component libraries as well. Some of our Material UI, Tailwind CSS, and Bootstrap also. And I have also contributed to some orgs like Fosacia, JBoss, Mexly, and Code for Cause last year. And I'm trying to contribute to Layer 5, and it's been 2 weeks that I started contributing to Layer 5 work.
That's great. Ankita, would you like to go next?
Yeah, sure. Hi, I'm Ankita. I'm currently pursuing my BTech from IIT Roorkee, and yeah, I've contributed to Layer 5. I started contributing from the beginning of December to this community, and I've done a couple of PRs as well right now. I mainly contributed to the GitHub workflows with the Slack as of now, and talking about my tech stack, I've done both with front end and back end and web and app development as well. So yeah.
Okay, great. You guys can turn on your camera if that's no problem. Uh, okay, Dipayan, you're in the call. You want to introduce yourself to all the other members?
Yeah, so hi. I've been in the community for some time. So hey everyone, I am Dipayan Mukherjee. I'm a third year student currently in electronics branch, and I've been contributing to Layer 5 as well as Mishri. I've started contributing to Mishri. Yeah. So that's about me. And I've been contributing to open source and CNCF projects previously. So yeah, that's all I have to say.
Great. Right. So, we do maintain the meeting minutes. I hope all of you have access to it. It's if you don't, I think you'll have to fill in a newcomers form, and that will get you access to this doc. I'll create one for today. Just add your names in. Uh, 1 second. You can add your names in the doc. Right. So, as far as I know, all of you have started contributing. So basically, in this call, we introduce all the newcomers to, the basics of how to start contributing. So I'll just begin with that. First off, uh, you guys have filled the newcomers form. That gives you access to the community drive. You'll find all the links over here. So the community drive has a lot of resources that you can refer to. From about the various projects, about the documentations. It has a lot of stuff. If you run into any error with your system, installing something, or even the meeting minutes of various meetings, you'll find it all over here. Right. Next is on the Layer 5 website, we have certain resources available for you guys. We have, if you go to learn, you have a lot of books that you can read to. You can learn about what service meshes are. You can learn about the various projects. We also have various workshops. These workshops have a lot of, these are about the various events that were conducted. So if you have any project or anything, any workshop you want to attend, there are recordings available with each. We also have, and this is a really cool thing, is that we have hands-on labs. So basically, suppose you want to try Meshery and you want, even if you have difficulty setting it up in an environment, or you just want to have a step-by-step instruction of how everything is happening, you can visit this lab. This will basically just start the scenario. You will have a terminal on one end, and it'll give you a step-by-step procedure of how to do what to do everything. Take some time to load. So basically, you can just follow all the steps that are there on this side, and you can have the implementation on the other side. Yeah. I'll just show it to you real quick. Anyway, while that loads, we also have, this is new, this is learning paths, which is like a course for you to learn about. Like right now, you have courses on introduction to service meshes, advanced concept service meshes. When you go here, it will give you a step-by-step. It's like a course that you can take to learn more. It's all available on the Layer 5 website. So you can access all these courses, and there are a lot more which will be added in the future. So you can go through them, and these are really informative. Most of what I know has been, derived from whatever I've learned from this. I don't think this one has started yet. Maybe it's my net, I'm not sure. Anyways, so another thing is that we have a discussion forum. If you haven't created an account yet over here, I suggest that you do. So the thing is, most of you are on the Slack channel that we have. But the problem with Slack is, suppose you ask your questions or someone provides you with answers. These are not permanent records. After, say, a week, the messages disappear. So if you ask your questions to the discussion forum, your questions become permanent, and so does the answers. So later on, if someone else who joins the community later has the same question, you or anyone can guide them to your questions and your thread, right? So that is a very useful thing. So if you have any question, you are most welcome to use Slack for day-to-day interaction. But if you think something, or even if you want to answer someone's question, you found a solution and you want to answer someone's question, you can go through the questions in the discussion forum. You can create an account there, you can sign up, and you can contribute here. Another very cool thing that has come into existence right now is that the Slack and Discuss integration. So basically, suppose you do ask your question on Slack, say I'm on this channel and I asked a question, and on the thread, someone has answered my question, but I want to add it into discuss. So you don't have to do it yourself. You don't have to create and compose your entire text. You just have to, there's a command /discuss. Yeah, you go to this command and wait, just did it wrong. One second. And I enter the number of messages. There's something wrong. Just one second. I think I'm doing it wrong, but I'll get back to you on how to do it. Basically, you have to do /discuss and type the number of messages you want to go above. And when you press that, it creates a template of that Slack thread on discuss. You can just point it out, whatever the Slack thread is, you can have it available on the discuss forum and post it in here for future reference. So do we have any questions till now?
So in order to use this discuss command, do we need to log in to discuss page or something?
Will need to be signed in to discuss.
Okay.
I would try to show it, but I don't know why that's not happening. One second. I'll just give it a try. So you see, I am logged in right now. This is my profile. So you guys can sign up here and there's a lot of things you can go look at. I'll give it a try once before ending the call, or if it does not work out, I'll just send you the message of how to do it. Right. So another thing is we have a community handbook prepared for you guys. So
Sorry to interrupt, but when you click on that navigation bar on Slack, then post to discuss option will come. Yeah. Try to right click on this. On thread.
on the thread,
Yeah. No, not on this.
do you want to share your, did you figure it out? You want to share your screen and show it to us?
Okay, okay. Yes. So is it visible?
Yeah.
So when we click on this option, then post to discuss.
Yeah, cool. You can do that as
Yeah.
well. So when you go to continue on the forum, if you have an account, it'll be easier for you to just create that, draft that up. I think you'll have to do it once again because you just created the account.
Okay.
Yes, you have the
Okay, yeah.
template created, and whenever you do that with your anything that you want to post, you can just go ahead. It's an easy way out, and you don't have to copy everything in. You just have a copy created for you. Right. Thank you so much, Abhijay, for this. So yeah, coming to the community handbook. Here you will know everything that you have to about the community. You have the contributor journey, the contribution, the repository overview. It's basically a compilation of everything that's happening in the community. So if you have any questions, you can go through this and you'll have most of it answered. If not, you can always reach out to all of us. So, right. Another thing is we have people in the community who are meshmates. So these people, they help you with your contributions or throughout your journey over here. If you run into any problem, they are the ones you can contact. We have meshmate Aditya on the call with us. Aditya, do you want to introduce yourself to all the newcomers?
Hi guys, so I'm the guy whose picture is in the middle there. So I'm Meshmeet Aditya. I have been in the community for 5 months now, I guess. I am a front-end developer. Yep, that's all about me. Thank you, Debupriya, for putting me on the spot.
Okay, so if you have any questions, you can reach out to any of the meshmates or even the community managers. You'll find them on Slack or Discuss wherever you are comfortable, and they'll help you out. Now, I'll just give you a brief overview of our projects here. So our main project on this community is Meshery. This is the website for Meshery. So if you're a front-end developer, you can contribute to the websites or you can contribute to Meshery UI. There's a lot happening. We also have the UI refactoring right now going on. You can reach out on Slack. You have the Meshery channels. You can reach out to them to take part in any activity that goes on. There are specific channels for all the areas. There's one for Meshery CTL, the command line. There's one for the UI. You can go there and ask for help or give your suggestions, anything that you want. So this is the Meshery docs. So this has a very detailed instruction about what Meshery is, about overview, about adapters. Everything that you need to know should be over here. If you think something is missing or if you think that you want to see something in there, you are always most welcome to make suggestions or add it in yourself, create PIs. So it's all most welcome. So you can go through this and you can find all your answers. It has a lot of information for you. There was a recent versioning which was done. So you can look at the various previous versions of Meshery and the documentations for that. This is the latest. So this is what Meshery is right now. So you can go through it. There is a step-by-step process for installation, for how to run Meshery in different devices. Everything will be available here. And like I said, if you think something is missing, you can contribute yourself or point it out to us. So I've covered docs.
Debupriya, just to cut you off for a second. So you could also contribute to the docs. Debupriya, could you go to the docs section? So as she said that we recently versioned docs, so you might be running into a couple of broken links here and there or broken images. So please feel free to file issues or just put in a fix for them if you think that nobody has noticed it yet. There are contribution workflows, contribution guidelines in the docs itself. So if you go to contributing on the, yeah, there, this has the contributing guidelines for all the sections that we can contribute to. There's one for contributing to docs, there's one for the CLI, and there's also for the UI and for Meshery Cloud. So this is actually a pretty good read and it really helps you. There's a lot of troubleshooting docs in there as well. So even if you like, if you're a Windows user, you are bound to run into some issues over here. But there are a lot of troubleshooting docs that you can follow to set up your environment. Keep going, Devapriya. Thank you.
Right. So this is a great way to start. Right. So another one of our project is Service Mesh Performance. This is the website of that. So all the websites that we have, you can go through all of them. You can, if you see there's any issue, you can bring it to our notice. You can contribute to solve them. So this is the Service Mesh Performance website. We also have the Get Nighthawk website. I think Abhijay was finding bugs over here just before the call.
Yeah,
So-
currently exploring this site.
Yeah, so there's a lot you can do with this site. If you have any interesting suggestions, you can always bring it up. That is most appreciated. So, right. Also, if you're into design, so in this community, we don't only have code contributions. You can contribute to designing. On our website, you can also contribute to blogs. We have a collection of blogs written by various community members. I have written some of them, a lot of other members. It's blogs not only about information. You can see it's about experiences. It's about there's one about the interns, about their experiences introducing the interns. So a blog, like, it can be a blog about anything. It can be about how you came to know about this community, what was your journey, or if you find an aspect of the project really interesting, you can write a blog about that. So blogs are most welcome. You can just start writing and share your draft. We also have a blog kitchen channel in Slack. So if you are into writing blogs, you can join that channel and you can interact with other people who can help you out in reviewing the doc and get it published over here. So this is the blogs. Another recent effort that we have is the resources, which is a work in progress right now. So the difference between blogs and resources is blogs, like I said, it could be your experiences and it could also be an information. But with research, we strictly stick to only pieces of information that will be helpful. These are not personal experiences, and these are timeless accounts. So these are something which, suppose features of service mesh or API gateways, very technical stuff which you might need to know about. So this collection represents resources. So if you are into writing, and that includes the non-code contributions, you can always try your hands at writing either blogs, resources, or anything. So everything that you see on the site, you can contribute to literally anything. We have, like I showed, the labs and all. You can contribute to any, just pick your domain and you can start off with it. So I began by saying about the design, right? So if you want to design the websites, if you want to suggest UI changes or UX changes, we use Figma as the tool for contributing to the design to like. So I don't think you guys will have access to Figma right now, but if you do want to contribute to the design, you can ask in the Slack channels, and you can get access to Figma over there. The designs for the various websites are there. You can suggest changes or come up with new designs for any page. Right. I'll just show it to you real quick how it works. So the layer 5 designs, this is where you can see the designs for the layer 5 website. There are collections for all our websites. This is the one for the landscape page. So like that, you have all the designs present here. So you can, if you want to make contributions to the UI, you can add in your contributions here.
There's also a contributing instructions to contribute to Figma, because we don't want to mess with the previous designs, right? Just in case we want to go back to them later on. So what you have to do is basically copy and paste the previous designs and then do your changes to them. There's a doc, the first file in all the Figma files is a contributing doc. So there are just a brief set of instructions that you have to follow.
Right, so this is where you find the contributing instructions. You can just go through it. Uh, right. So this was a a very brief intro of what projects we work on. If you come to this doc and all these links that I'm visiting, it's all there in the meeting minutes. So if you need the links, you can just come here. I've pasted all the links here. So all the links are present here. So this is the repository overview. Here you have a detailed collection of all the projects that we have, including all the languages that are used. The Layer 5 website was built on Gatsby. The docs that I showed you, that was built with Jekyll. Meshery.io was built with Jekyll. So all the information of what everything is built with, where you can find it, what language is used, everything is available in this doc. So you can go through it and you can find what you're comfortable with and start contributing in that. But it's not necessary that you have to know that language completely to start contributing. When I started, I did not know anything completely, but I learned eventually. So that is what you can do. You can try it out and contribute to all of these. So another quick thing is on GitHub, on our organization, you will find a contributing file to all the repositories, to all the projects. So before you make any contributions, you're requested to go through this because this will have all the information of the step-by-step procedure you need to follow before you make any sort of contributions or to set up your development environment, right? So every repo, all the repos that we have has this present, so you can go through it. A very important thing which I will tell you is that you have to sign off all your commits. Okay, so the sign off instructions will be here. Wait, one second. So if you do not sign off your commits, your commits will not pass the DCO, and that is a necessity. You have to sign, and here are the instructions for you to sign off your commits. Each and every commit that you make in every PR, it has to be signed off in this manner. So make sure you do that. Like this meeting, all the other meetings throughout the week, we have a collection of that over here on the website on meet.layer5.io. Right here, we have the list of all the meetings that we that are conducted throughout the week. So just have to add to your calendar so that it is directly added to your calendar and get your reminders. So today is the newcomers meet. Tomorrow we have the community meeting. On Wednesdays we have the Meshery development call. So like that, we have the meetings throughout the week. You can join in. You can join any meeting, and for every meeting, we have a meeting minutes. So if you have something you want to discuss, feel free to add your name to it and add whatever you want to discuss in the meeting minutes. You have the freedom to do that, and you can discuss your progress, or you can update people on what you're up to, or suggestions, anything you want in every meeting. This is again the list. Here you'll get a compilation of the Slack channels for what that respective meeting is, like what domain it is. You have the meeting minutes, you have the Zoom link, and you also have the YouTube recording. So our YouTube channel has a playlist. Suppose you miss a meeting, you want to, a lot of meets have demos and tutorials. A lot of newcomers meet itself. A few days back, we had a demo on Meshery, on the installation of Meshery. So if you miss out on that, you can go check the playlist and you will get a recording available. So you can check out the playlist over here. This is the playlist. This is the Layer 5 YouTube channel. All the meetings have their separate playlists, so it's compiled in a very systematic manner. You can just go through it. Right. Another thing is we have an open source questionnaire. So, right, you can fill in this and you can let us know about the tutorials you would want to receive. Like right now, as I said, there are a lot of resources available for you to learn. There are docs, there are labs, there are books. everything is there. But if you still feel the need that we need a recorded tutorial of some sort which will help you, fill this form and let us know what you want, right? So we are planning to have these tutorials and a step-by-step process published for you in case you have any difficulty. So you can fill this form and let us know about what more you would like to see. And you can also help if you figure out something. You can help out others, but if you need help, you can reach out to us. So mostly that is all about the introduction to the community. So now I'll just talk for a while and ask if you have any questions, anything. Or anything else you would like to know about, something I missed out on. If not, I'm assuming that I was very clear and you guys will go ahead with all your contributions here.
Wow, no questions. That's great. Okay, have any of you been able to set up Meshery on your devices yet?
Yes, I'm able to set up Mesher UI
Okay.
and Layer 5.
Do you use a Linux or Windows or Mac?
Windows.
Windows. Okay, great. I might need some help from you to set up that environment then.
I use Windows and I haven't been able to run Meshery properly. Like I can
Okay.
build.
Yeah, but
things,
Mesher is showing errors after that migration thing. Migration from Material UI version 4 to version 5. Then after that, it is showing the errors. And
You've been running the refactoring branch, have you? That isn't a problem on the stable, because we haven't migrated to Material UI 5 on the stable version we use. Yeah.
Okay, I will check that.
Okay, all right.
Since you told
Hi,
me that you
Piyush.
use Windows
Thank you for joining.
and you have been able to, I might bother you with questions of my own. So,
Yeah, okay. So you can message me on Slack. So I will.
thank you.
Yeah.
So anyone else, Deepaya and Ankita, you guys have anything you want to talk about, share, or anything that I wasn't clear about?
No, I'm good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, all this is like pretty clear. I just wanted to know that what is exactly the status of Linux mentorship, LFX mentorship? Like, how does the application process go about in that? Because the
So,
Meshery project is listed there. I saw that.
So basically, I think there's a list of prerequisite tasks which you have to apply to, and after that, it depends on how you engage in the community. So try to engage as much as possible. So first, you do the prerequisite tasks that are mentioned, and then you engage over here. You engage in the projects and find out which domain you are most interested in. As and when you increase your contributions here, you will get to know what the status of this.
Okay.
There are also a set of FAQs that you could go through. It's on layer5.io/program/FAQ. So
Yeah, I had gone through that.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
So right now, just find out which area of Meshery you want to contribute the most and start contributing. So that is after you do the tasks on the mentorship page. So I think that should be enough for now.
I just also I wanted to know that like, is there a deadline for that? Because like nothing like that is mentioned. It's just I mean January to March, I guess, that is mentioned. So, like, is there a deadline for completing the prerequisite tasks or something like that?
Yeah, I think the last date has been set for 31st December.
Okay.
Does it not
Okay.
show on the prerequisite tasks the due date? because there should be
Okay,
a
I'll
column
check
for
it
due
out
date. There,
again.
yeah, there should be a column for due date that says 31st.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Any questions regarding Meshery CTL? We have a Meshery CTL maintainer amongst us. So if you want to ask anything about Meshery CTL, we have Piyush who can help you out.
If not, then I think we have covered most of the topics for today. So, Piyush, Aditya, you have anything else to say? Otherwise, we can probably wind up the call, I think.
Nothing from my side. If no one has any questions.
All right. So, if you guys don't have any questions, we'll probably wind up the call right now. Is that cool?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you all for joining. I hope to see you guys in the other meets throughout the week.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Devapriya. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thanks.